It's Planet Hank and Big Mo, and we're live from Planet Bro.
Peace was good, yo. It's Planet Hank, man. We live from Planet Bro. This is my big bro, Mo.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yo, we out here about to do this review on Hunters, which is an Amazon original. Starring.
So far the major players are the great Al Pacino, Logan Lerman, Lena Olin, the beautiful Jerrica Hinton, Sal Rubinek, Carol Kane, and Josh Radnor. You know the guy from what's that show called?
Josh Radnor.
Josh Radnor. He did
Who he played in the joint?
How I Met Your Mother.
Nah, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, that show had like 10 seasons, so I'm sure people know who he is. Anyway,
Is that the guy that played the movie guy?
yes.
Okay. He played Flash something. What's his name?
His name was Lonnie Flash.
Lonnie
He was
Flash,
funny though.
yeah.
I liked it.
So the overall, get him the overall basis of the show.
All right, so the show is basically a period piece set in 1977. This young Jewish kid, his mother or his Safta, his caregiver, his grandmother,
grandma.
basically is taking care of him. Something happens to her, she dies, and he tries to avenge her her death. What happens is while he's trying to figure out what happened to him to her, he gets caught up with some Nazi hunters. And the whole story takes a big twist and turn, and it ends up being like a crusade. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I just finished this. This is like real recent for me finishing because I ain't gonna lie. I watched the first episode. It was long. I didn't really get pulled in. I think I was waiting for it to pick up. I think around episode 3, 4 started to pick up, especially at the end of 3.
Yeah.
Episode 3. And if you haven't watched the show, this is complete spoilers. So watch the show before you look at this joint. Basically, I'm on the fence about the show. I really felt like it was pretty good in terms of how they wrote it, but there were certain things I didn't get in the show, like certain things irked me, like especially the dude Jonah. Yeah. I mean, if he was supposed to play a kid that was annoying the whole time, he got that down to a T because, yo, just the steps that he made in terms of it's not that smart, like. But little stuff bothered me. Like, if they sneaking in somewhere, I don't know why I heard so much noise when they closing doors and they hitting the gate and all that. Like, little stuff bothered me. But basically his character and along with Al Pacino's accent. But now I get why Al Pacino's Jewish accent sounded like that. Because as you can see, toward the end of the film, what it really was. It was a big reveal. So I was like, dang, I'm like, this is Al Pacino. This is Scarface. You know what I mean? I'm just like, he can't do a Jewish accent, but once you keep watching the show, you understand why his accent was a little muddy. So, what you thought about it?
Well, let me just say this: the top bill cast, were the top bill cast, the guys that I mentioned in the beginning of this, but Tiffany Bone, Louis Azawa, and Kate Mulvaney, these guys. They really they led the show. Kate Mulvaney basically plays a nun, and she's a badass. And basically throughout this whole entire show, she's kind of running the group. She's the strong arm. She is technically the leader other than Al Pacino, but for all intents and purposes, she is the man, the woman man. You know what I'm saying? You got Azawa. Azawa was the muscle. This guy was kicking ass the whole entire
Joe.
That's Joe. He kicked ass the whole entire show. And then you have Tiffany Bone, the sexy, beautiful, black woman that was pretty much being a single mother, and she was moonlighting as a Nazi hunter just to make money for her freaking family.
Mommy, are you a superhero?
I'm a black woman in America, baby. Superheroes ain't got nothing on me.
The coffee of the film.
Yeah, she's bad.
Real big Pam Grier.
Look.
you know
what
what
I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
and mind you, every single character in this show, what they did well was they all had arcs. They started one place and then they ended up in another. You know, every single person, and it was really, really well done. Like my brother says, the first 3 episodes, it's a lot of exposition. They spend a lot of time talking and not really pushing it, but if you like exposition, it'll be okay. It's not like some other shows where they, help you with the exposition by adding in a little action here and action there, so you won't pay attention to it much. You could deal with the lulls much better.
I'm thinking that the story for me, it was rough. It's a heavy show to watch. You're gonna see some stuff in there. You see a kid get popped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could see just people getting stuck in the eye with stuff. Like, it was graphic.
Yeah,
it was. Very graphic.
It was Inglourious Basterds graphic.
I was gonna go to that.
If you wanted a show that shed some light to what happened during the Holocaust, and talked about exactly what Inglourious Basterds did, but actually gave you some emotion to why these people felt so strongly against what was going on, then this is the show for you. Trust me, it definitely is the show for you. I had a good time just experiencing some of the emotions, because they didn't pull no punches. You can get very emotional about some of these parts when they were showing people inside those camps. And you understand why these people, even though in the present time and the way they're showing it, it seemed like they were these brutal killers. You know why they did it, because they showed you the emotion behind when they couldn't do anything, when they were just slaves to what was happening in the Holocaust. So you understood it.
So I would say, other than the Roxy character, that was a Tiffany character.
Tiffany Boone, yeah.
Tiffany Boone. The cop, who plays the cop?
Jerrica Hinton.
Okay, she did a great job, because I would say I was so annoyed by her pursuit that I'm just like, wow, she really made me feel like, yo, why are you going after them and you're doing the wrong thing and you could be doing a better thing? So I really liked how she transitioned to being a part of the team, because I would say the acting in this was great.
Yeah.
Because every character, if you was supposed to be annoyed by it, you was gonna get annoyed, because they played it so well to where I'm just like, is she blind? Like, she's supposed to, connect the dots, but then she ended up connecting the dots later on in the show. I would say, who's a guy that was going around that was an American? He was an Aryan.
Oh, the guy. His name is Greg Austin.
Yo, this guy, man.
He
creepy.
Creepy, but I gotta say, effective. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't have got nobody else in that role, in my opinion.
This guy had no emotion. He was a straight sociopath, and you loved every minute of it, because you knew when he said he was gonna do something, he's gonna do it. Like, there are parts in shows and in movies when you see somebody say they're gonna do something, but they don't do shit. This dude was killing pregnant women, G.
Yo.
Killing pregnant women. Who does that? But he was about that life.
And I'm gonna just say one thing. A lot of people comparing this to the HBO series Watchmen with the tone of it. There is no way they would have been able to put the stuff they had in Watchmen. Inside this show within Watchmen, because this guy was shooting a pregnant lady in the leg. Like, that was the biggest I almost not watched it no more just off of that part, because I'm just like, dang, she's carrying, and this guy's really shooting in the leg, and I was like, damn, did they really need that? So it's a film, it's a show that
pushes the envelope.
Just know you're gonna be taken aback
Yeah.
by a lot of stuff going on in
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
Like if you want somebody to rip the Band-Aid off
That shit was
you
crazy.
for the Holocaust, this show rips the Band-Aid and makes
Yeah.
you understand, you know, why people think that the Holocaust was so bad. Because it really, really was. And this show pulls no punches. It really, really shows you how bad it was, how ruthless Nazi was. Like, in the beginning scene, this guy takes out his family because his
that
cover was
was
blown.
bugged out.
What are you doing? What is happening? Mrs. Simpson! No!
30 years of work, that was. An entire life built. Marrying that American pig. Siring 3 tainted swine. How long I'd wanted to snap their little necks. Where their blood is on your hands, my girl. Leave it to the Jew to think only of its own pathetic existence. Du hast gedacht, der Krieg ist vorbei. Nein, Liebes. Nur die Toten kennen das Ende des Krieges. Wir sind hier, jetzt, überall.
We survived. And we'll survive again.
You didn't survive, you marinated. I'm so glad I didn't gas you in the camps. This is so much more delicious. And what a hungry boy I've been. What hungry boys and girls we've all been. Heil, mein Führer. Sieg Heil!